I finished my bachelor's at LSU, went off to grad school at Indiana University for a year, won a job halfway through that, those 2 years, back in Louisiana as concertmaster of the New Orleans Symphony. Decided that that was something I really couldn't pass up, so I left IU, was prepared to move down to New Orleans, and then the symphony folded. Oh, it was terrible. Anyway, so they folded, and it was a pretty much forever type move. The New Orleans Symphony never existed again after that point. It was too late to go back and register for school at IU, and I was kind of looking for something to do. So New World approached a few of us that were down there, myself and a couple of others, and we all decided to go and try it. And later on, the orchestra members down in New Orleans reorganized as a cooperative called the Louisiana Philharmonic. We did some commuting back and forth between New World. And New World was, to their credit, very understanding and flexible with us. It was really wonderful of them. I started the Concord Chamber Music Society in 1999. It's really been quite a labor of love, but something I'm very proud of. It's really flourished into an incredible organization, and we now have 4 subscription concerts a year and 1 family concert. And we do some outreach here and there of different sorts. We made our first recording last year. We actively commission new works as we're doing now. We're on a 3rd. Musical entrepreneurship is a very important thing. And that many times, if you want to create something special or be a part of something special, you need to start it yourself. I think I kind of came away from New Orleans with that. That was my experience there after the cooperative. I love to cook. I'm crazy about cooking, and I'm a voracious reader. I'll read until 2 in the morning. I do yoga. I love yoga. I love to get out and hike, cross-country ski at this time of year. I'll even, once in a blue moon, I'll make some jewelry here and there. A couple of my colleagues do that too. My friend Suzanne Nelson, who also makes jewelry, and I will go, when we're in New York, we'll go to the jewelry district and, get things at wholesale, stones and fittings. Just a little pastime. Shreve, Crump and Lowe was a sponsor of the BSO, and they wanted to do an advertising campaign featuring some subset of the BSO or a musician or two, and I think what they ended up doing was deciding to have a musician, and then they wanted also to use Keith Lockhart. It was fun, I saw that there was things on the back of Boston Magazine and trucks driving around with me on the side, and a TV commercial with Keith. It's a really special group. I've always felt that about this orchestra, and I think it's right at the top of my list of things that makes this orchestra so special to me is the people. There are times when I swear that I think that we have mental telepathy. I'll be sitting in the back of the section and I'll look over at a bass player diagonal at the far corner of the hall, and I swear I know what they're thinking. And sometimes I don't think there is a way that we could play the way we do without having that kind of, whatever you want to call it. I think, just sitting there on stage, many times I have a sort of a recurring thought, and that, that when we're playing, there's this kind of resonance. Resonance, by what I mean by that, is throughout time and space of things that have happened there before. So, for instance, we might be playing the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto like last week, and just thinking about how many great soloists have played that piece in different ways, different times on that stage, and just how all that incredible music making somehow sort of seeped into those walls and those seats and those floors, and it's all there. And that somehow when we make music, it just kind of stirs it up a little bit, and there's some kind of special resonance to playing there.